Get my plumber's tape back, I need it. Oi! Oh, you what? Who got me with this? Is this... Hello and welcome back to the Truly Bedrock server with me, Groover. Now today, I'm going to be working on finishing this hall. And that is quite a lot of stuff that I need to do. Because basically, the plan is... Oh, hello. Somebody had some trouble here. The plan is that I'm going to put in some motifs, let's say, along the walls. Now, the idea that I had, and I don't know how this is going to work out, is that if I stand sort of here-ish, I want to try and extend the vanishing point upwards a little bit. So that says to me that the vanishing point is going to be around about... maybe there-ish. Now, looking at the wall, that looks to me like that middle piece of coal is vanishing point. Oh, look at that. For me. Missing things. Oh well. Anyway, the point is that that middle piece of coal is the vanishing point, approximately. So, my idea is, this is the idea, that this floor is going to get stepped up in a triangle sort of direction, directly towards that, on the half slab, on the full slab, whatever it needs to meet that point. And then kind of similarly, if I run back up, taking the long run, then similarly, sort of coming downwards. So let's see if that's the vanishing point. I feel like the roof's vanishing point is a little bit different. Actually, no, I suppose it is actually kind of there. So yeah, that's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be difficult to deal with. So I'm using Basil there to just kind of come in a slight kind of angle between the two. And then I'm going to be using the prismarine and all of this stuff, all of the warp stuff, to angle upwards in that direction. So, that's the idea. I need to go away and work out what I'm going to be doing with that. Also, I need to knock out a big hole. I think we're going to put the hole... Yeah, that side. Actually, no, I'll tell you what, we're going to go through the portal and see exactly where we come out. Because this matters. Right, nether side, let's go back through. Let's see which side I'm facing. Right, so that is that bricky wall. Yeah. Okay, the bricky wall is going to be the middle wall. Now I want to knock out that area back by, I don't know, maybe 20 blocks. So nothing huge. Just a decent chunk. So if this is 19 by 19 between the two, I want it to go back about the same distance, and the roof as well. Now on this side we're going to be placing the cake hole, which is actually one of the redemptions for the Patreon thing. Putting a lot of work into the Patreon thing here, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm spending a lot of time doing this, and I'm really hoping it's looking good. Everyone seems to be liking it anyway, but this is going to be the cake hole. Now the idea is that I can come out of the portal. Hello, how did you get here? Seriously? Can you just like go away or something? Do I have to get some more golems to deal with you people? Anyway, so the cake hole goes there. Yeah, and that is basically going to be a really big version of my face with a big open mouth. Okay, so I go into the cake hole, because this is where the cakes go. They go in the cake hole, which is a mouth. And then I'm going to have to add a stomach as well down there. So there is a lot to do still. My biggest number one question is getting the pattern worked out that I like. I've got to find where I left that brick. Okay, I'm not sure this is quite doing what I want it to, but we're going to just go with it anyway. I think once we've actually got the full thing in play, the actual effect will come out. For now, kind of difficult. I think these guys don't make it easier. Right, let's go for that there, and then that there. Go away! Darn slime. I don't want any today, thank you. Okay, so if I stand back a little bit further... Okay. Yeah, sort of. I sort of see it a little bit. I feel like I'm missing some lines and a bit of detailing. But anyway, we're going to carry on in this vein and see what we come up with. Right, so I feel like I've come up with a design which I quite like. I'm still not entirely happy with the roof, but it kind of does the thing. It still draws your eye towards that middle point, which is the entire point. Now, I've had to step this back a little bit further than I wanted, but it's still kind of doing its job. So, yeah, I might even go across and do a little bit of fiddling with this. But basically, the long and short of it is, that is what we're going to do. And I think the perspective kind of works really nicely, actually, from about here. So, yeah. Next is to go ahead and build this 20 more times, all the way around. Oh yeah, this is something else that we did as well. Or say we, that I did. Yesterday, during a stream. I built up the initial area for the cake hole. Now, like I said, the initial idea is going to be a great big groove ahead right here. It's going to be 16 by 16, so it's going to be twice the size of my normal pixels sort of size base. And then at the back here, there's going to be the little dangly bit, which is called the uvula, I'm told. I'm reliably informed. And then past that, we're going to go down into the stomach, which is where the cake hole is going to be. So, we're going to get all of that done in today's episode, as well as all of the walls. I say all of the walls. I'm going to struggle for the bone block, but it's going to get done. Okay, let's go. Right, and finally, what can I say? I've spent around about 5 or 6 hours today just placing in the walls around here. So, finally, the walls are all done. We're looking good. I've got it in F1 mode so you can see a bit better what's going on. We've still got the cake hole to do. That's basically the next little project. But the walls. Oh my lord, the walls. They are looking so good. I don't know why I picked such an unbelievably difficult pattern to repeat again and again and again. But apparently I did. And I probably hate myself a bit because I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something that I've missed. And it's making me a little bit sad because I took this as being the side that I used to repeat everywhere. And now I'm looking around, I'm seeing that I've missed it. So, we've got to stand back and decide whether that is needed. So, does it add something over that? Think the answer's yes. Oh, okay. We're going to go around really quickly placing all of that bit that I missed. And then we're going to make a start on the cake hole. Now, the first thing that I need to do with the cake hole here is get some materials together and actually work out an exact design. Because at the moment I've got a design in my head, but I'm yet to see it in place. So that's what we're going to do next. Right, we'll be back in a moment. Right, and now we are back. Now, I've done quite a lot of stuff between the cuts here, as you might have seen. A couple of things going on. We've got rid of the big head here that Liara left us, and we've moved most of it elsewhere. So we've now got our unobstructed view across here again. Now, if we go back down to the basement, yep, go down the down shaft, we can have a little look around, and you can see that I've added those bits back in, so that's all looking proper and right. And then over in this direction, we've got the cake hole. I just went ahead and built the cake hole up completely, and I hope you like it. It's a silly idea, but I think it kind of works. If you go inside, you'll see inside the cake hole, it's a big tongue that you can walk down, past the uvula. Is that the right word? Tell me if I said it wrong. And then down to the pits of the stomach. And in the pits of the stomach is where the cake resides, of course, logically and obviously. So yeah, we're going to be placing out some cake in the cake hole for the patrons. Right, so to start off with, we have got 9 cakes we need to place out today. I'm going to space these out quite carefully because, you know, there's lots of space down here. There's absolutely no point in getting all crowded. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, like that. Something like that. If I go one more. I just need to place them on the opposite there. Awesome. Right, now we need to have a cake out for each one of those. Because obviously everyone out there also gets the cake level in the cake hole, as well as a few people on the other levels of the patrons that we have. So I need to go ahead and craft myself a load of signs to place out on these, and we'll do that right now. Right, I just thought we'd approach this from a little bit further away. I kind of feel like the perspective thing works quite well at this level as well, because you can kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like there's this head coming out of nowhere. If you glance it, but anyway, we've got all of the stuff that we need now, so let's get this done. So we're going to place these down in no particular order, and we're going to start off here with Cal wants pizza. Next up, we've got Unlucky 1986, and I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to press all the wrong buttons. Next up, we've got Marcosetta. Next, we've got Elric. Oops. Next, we've got Submissimus. Over here, we've got Creef78. Next is Abated Colt. Next is Japes GB. Oops. Double oops. And finally, we have got Jackstad13. I think, legitimately, I can say that we've signed off on this project now. This is done. I did have a couple of other ideas for it, but I think I'm going to play with those casually. It's not part of the actual project, I think is my thing. Yeah. So, I'm happy. This is looking awesome. The cake hole is done. I've got a little bit of mess to tidy up. Let's have a quick look at what this guy's got. We'll see. Purple, smooth, ancient debris. Oh, it's not a very interesting one. Not a very interesting one at all. But look at that. That is looking so good. We've got the cake hole. And then we've got the perspective stuff all in one picture. Hi, Zloy. Hello. hope he's on the list. I haven't even checked. What, really? Right, and there we go, guys. That is all that we've got time for today. I hope that you enjoyed this. This project took quite a while. I can't lie. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of time. But anyway, I think the result is worth it, and I'm really enjoying this. And I seem to have just like a passive, not a passive mob farm, but a passive mob farm in the back there, because there's actually a ravine above my head. So yeah, this is awesome. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, of course, please do leave a like. And if you want to see some more, drop me a subscribe. And I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.